Alright guys, I got something on. Fishing with the shad right now. Under a bobber. Looks like he's trying to hang me up. Hopefully I can get him out of this snag. Not for sure what he is. Either crappie, catfish, bass. I guess we'll find out. I see his tail, but looks like he's wrung himself. Oh, there we go, I got him. Looks like a nice catfish. Nice blue catfish on a shad. It's not a bad fish. There he is. Yeah, definitely a blue catfish. This is just a 1/0 hook, fishing about 3-4 feet down, and got him on a shad I just caught in the cast net. Good fish.
Dinner tomorrow night.
Yeah. Oh, this line's moving right here.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, taking drag.
We'll clean him and.
All right, guys, we got a nice fish on. Ooh, it's pulling pretty good. Got a worm and shrimp fishing on the bottom at Truman Lake. Just about sunset.
Oh, nice catfish.
Fish are really biting. I was catching them left and right on an inline spinner. And now we got a nice little blue catfish. He bit on not the shrimp but the worm. Not a bad catch. Real pretty fish. Oh, it's a hybrid bass, I think. Let's see if we can get him in here. Get the net here. Yeah, it's a nice little hybrid bass. I'm using a 2-jig setup. And looks like he bit on the top jig, the yellow jig. But not a bad fish. There's the lure I was using. You can see about 18 inches down the line I had the second jig on, but he bit on the top yellow one. I'd say that's a nice hybrid bass right there. Good fish. I was walking along the shore, guys, looking for any signs of crappie spawning, and I just saw a bass jumped up, so I went ahead and I knew he had to be after some sort of bait, so I threw my net to see if I get any shad, and sure enough I just caught 3 nice sized shad right in here where the bass was jumping. So a lot of times if you're looking for where to throw your cast net, look for where you see fish activity. If you see a bass jumping out of the water, there's a reason why he's jumping out of the water, and there's likely bait in that area. So I'll go ahead and throw it in once more over here and see if I have any luck. Guys, my dad has a nice fish on. Let's see what it is. We're fishing with a minnow, only a couple feet of water. Oh, that is a nice crappie. Wow.
That's a big one.
Yeah. That's one of the biggest crappie I've ever caught. Wow. I think that might be a black crappie. That's a great catch. We're just fishing the spawn right now, and this guy's probably like close to half a pound, but yeah, only caught him in what, 2 feet of water, if that.
Yeah,
that's a nice one.
That's a big one.
Yeah, here we'll back away.
All right.
Fishing. All right, guys, I got something on. I'm using a Kevin Van Dam square-billed crankbait, and took a little bit of drag there for a second. Wasn't quite fighting like a bass. It looks like a nice little channel catfish on a square-billed crankbait. Usually I don't catch too many catfish on crankbaits. Usually it's reel baits, but you can see that's a nice square-billed crankbait that the guy nailed, and I think my bobber just went under 2. I better go check it real fast. Taking some drag. We're fishing with minnows under a bobber. Fishing about 5-6 feet deep and about 2 feet under a bobber. Hopefully it doesn't get us hooked up on that tree, but it's coming in. I'll see if I can grab him here. Looks like a nice catfish, maybe. Let's see what. Yeah, looks like a catfish. Yeah, nice channel. Try to get him in here. It's a nice channel catfish.
Yeah.
out if the shrimp or worm's working better. It looks like a catfish, so we'll see if he took the worm or if he took the shrimp. And it's on the top hook, so we went for the shrimp. You can see the worm's still here. This top hook was shrimp, so I like kind of mixing up my baits a lot of times to see if they're liking the worm or shrimp more. But so far we've got 2 catfish today, one on a minnow, one on shrimp, and then nothing for the worm so far. Hey guys, I was just reeling in this pole, and this fish, actually it's a freshwater drum, got tangled in the line itself. The hook is still out there about 20 feet, and this fish just must have clotheslined himself on the line and got him all self-tangled up. And so the hook, I mean, you can see the other part of the line, it goes out there a ways. So this guy just got completely tangled up. No hook, no nothing. Pretty unlucky for this guy. Oh, got him.
A little bigger.
I think this is 15, like every cast. Every cast.
I'll start putting stuff in the boat.
Here's the catch, and leaving Truman Lake for the night. So I had an excellent day at Truman Lake today. Caught a lot of crappie, catfish, and even some hybrid bass and some white bass. I released a lot of them. This is the hybrid bass, blue catfish, some channel catfish, and a nice lunker sized crappie. A lot of the smaller fish I went ahead and released and just took a few earlier in the day, and then as the day went on just started releasing them. But a great meal, and I hope you enjoyed the video.